There are some energy costs that we can't control, and others that we can. Today, a look at those energy costs that we have some control over in and around the residence, and by doing so, conserving our natural resources and saving some of our hard-earned money. To begin with, energy conservation all starts with you. If you really want to make your house more energy efficient, if you really want to save some money on your electric bill, you'll have to invest some time and maybe even some money in doing so. Start by looking closely at the biggest energy users in your house because they'll offer you the most opportunities to save money on your electric bill. Here's the usage breakdown for an average Florida residential power bill. Here in Florida, air conditioning itself is probably the biggest part of your energy bill over the course of any given year. So, how can you save some dollars here? Start by at the very least turning up the thermostat setting when you're not around. Choosing a higher thermostat setting is one of the most effective ways to lower your air conditioning use. By setting your thermostat to 80 degrees rather than 78, you'll reduce your air conditioning costs by 8% alone. Using ceiling fans throughout your house in conjunction with a higher thermostat setting can help you feel about 2 degrees cooler than the room air temperature and cost very little to run compared to air conditioning. Also, make sure your ceiling fan speed is set properly during the cooling and heating seasons. During the cooling season, the ceiling fan blade should rotate counterclockwise on its highest setting so that cool air is flowing down on the room. During the heating season, the ceiling fan should be set on its slowest setting to reduce or eliminate draft, but still help move heated air downward into the living space. Just make sure to turn them off when you leave the room for extended periods of time. With a central heating system, try to set your thermostat as low as you can without sacrificing comfort. Each setting over 68 degrees uses about 4% more energy. And regardless of the season, make sure you clean or replace the unit's filter monthly. Clogged filters make your system less efficient. Now, all the savings you're realizing by adjusting the thermostat setting are literally going out the window if your duct system is inefficient, your insulation is inadequate, or your residence has internal and external leaks. If your home's building envelope, the windows, doors, walls, and various insulation that act as a barrier between the outside unconditioned air and the air inside are substandard, you're wasting a lot of dollars trying to keep your residence comfortable to live in. Most electric cooperatives in Florida can schedule an energy survey to help determine if you have any of these problems. Energy analysts can advise you on the steps you'll need to take to make your home more energy efficient and help you reduce your monthly electric bill costs. But again, in the end, it's up to you to make the move towards a more energy efficient home. The second highest energy user in the typical Florida home is the water heating system, which gets a workout each day as you wash clothes, dishes, and yourself and your family. Some ways to save on your water heating bill include checking the thermostat setting on a water heater to make sure it's not set too high. If your dishwasher is new, it may have a temperature boost switch that internally raises the water temperature to the correct level. If your dishwasher has one of these switches, or if you don't utilize a dishwasher, your water heater should be set on 120 degrees Fahrenheit. If you use a dishwasher without a temperature boost, the water heater should be set at 140 degrees Fahrenheit to break down grease and residue on your dishes. If you're leaving your house for 2 days or more, turn the unit off entirely. Also, repair all leaky water faucets and insulate exposed hot water pipes to help reduce your hot water consumption and water heater temperature loss. And learn to conserve your hot water usage by washing full loads in both your dishwasher and your washing machine. Use the energy savings switch if your dishwasher has one, and consider letting your dishes air dry after the rinse cycle by simply opening the door slightly to help your dishes dry faster. The energy used doing laundry can add 8% to your family's total energy bill. Some ways you can reduce that energy consumption include washing your clothes in cold water rather than warm or hot water unless they are heavily soiled. When drying clothes, separate loads into heavy and lightweight fabrics. The lightweight load will dry faster and use less energy doing so. Also, clean the lint filter after each use and vent your dryer to the outside to prevent excessive moisture from escaping into your house. When it comes right down to it, any wasted energy can add up and have a noticeable effect on your electric bill. Your refrigerator and freezer are two other items that should be paid close attention to. Both appliances should be kept as full as possible because food is easier to keep cold than air, and full appliances use less energy. Limit opening and closing the doors of these units whenever possible. Opening and closing the door of these units one time is equivalent to leaving the door standing open for 2 minutes. The recommended temperatures are 38 degrees Fahrenheit for your refrigerator and 5 degrees Fahrenheit for the freezer. Standalone freezers should be kept at 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Defrost manual defrost freezers whenever the frost inside the unit reaches 1/4 inch or more. And when buying a new appliance of any sort, check the unit's energy guide label carefully and buy a unit that uses less energy. You'll save money on energy costs every month by doing so. To get an idea of how much energy each of your appliances uses monthly, you can purchase a watt meter at any of a number of home improvement centers to help you calculate usage and cost. Simply plug the appliance into the watt meter, plug the watt meter into a wall outlet, program in your utilities cost per kilowatt hour, and let the unit run for 24 hours. Multiply the daily cost times 30 and you'll have a good idea of how much it costs to operate the appliance on a monthly basis. Some examples: one 50-gallon aquarium costs about $10 a month to operate. A 1-horsepower swimming pool pump set up to operate 8 hours daily costs over $50 a month. A ceiling fan operating 12 hours a day costs a little over $2.80 a month, while a 20-inch portable fan operating for the same amount of time costs a little more than $7.75 a month. A computer system, about $13 a month. And a hot tub set at 102 degrees Fahrenheit and used for a few hours daily costs more than $70 a month. So keep in mind that daily usage of many of your common household appliances can definitely add to the cost of your monthly electric bill. Anywhere from 5 to 10% of the electricity used in the home goes towards lighting the residence. And one way to light your home more efficiently is to use compact fluorescent bulbs. Compact fluorescent bulbs use about 1/4 the energy of an incandescent bulb and last about 10 times as long. Some other practices that can save you energy and money on your lighting include turning off lights when you leave the room, installing solid-state dimmer switches that make it easier to reduce the lighting intensity in a room and also save you energy, and turning down 3-way bulbs to the lowest lighting setting when watching television. Simple things like turning off lights and ceiling fans when not needed, using compact fluorescent light bulbs, lowering your thermostat setting for heating and raising that setting for air conditioning, and reducing your heating and air conditioning usage when no one's home can save you real money on your next electric bill. But again, remember, if you want to improve the energy efficiency of your home and save money on future electric bills, it all starts with you. For additional information on improving the energy efficiency of your home, pick up a copy of the booklet Home Energy Management: Energy Saving Guidelines for Your Home.